Magandang araw mga ka-divers. Ngayon ay ipapakita ko sa inyo ang aking experiment na ginawa na may kaugnayan sa second law of motion na kilala bilang law of acceleration. Alright, the law of acceleration is represented by the equation F is equals to ma, wherein F stands for force, m stands for mass of an object, and a for acceleration. According here, acceleration is directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to its mass. So kapag greater yung mass, ibig sabihin nun, lesser yung acceleration, and thus the greater the force needed para ma-move yung object na yun. On the other hand, the smaller the mass, the greater the acceleration, and the lesser the force needed para ma-move ang object na yun. Okay, so the objectives of the experiment are to confirm the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration as stated in the second law of motion and to perform correct computations using the equation associated in the second law of motion. The materials needed are the rubber band, paper strips, 2 marbles with varied weights, ruler, marker, plastic tape, and timer. The first thing I did in the experiment is to cut the strips of paper to serve as measuring tool for the experiment, and then I connected the strips of paper and marked with inches, and then I taped the connected strips of paper with marked inches against a flat surface table. Also, I placed and taped the rubber band at 0 mark, and then I placed a strip of paper at the center of the rubber band and hold it before exerting force on the marble. I also placed a book at 25 inches or a 0.2500 meter mark to stop further movement of marble and keep track of time. So, bale ganito nga pala yung experimental setup na ni-refer ko doon sa procedure letter A. And since tapos naman tayo for the preparation of the setup, ngayon naman we go to the procedure in confirming the second law of motion. Yung unang step na ginawa ko is I stretched the rubber band 1 cm backward and then I held it. I placed the 0.0280 kg marble in front of the stretched rubber band. I released it and recorded the time it takes to get a 0.250 meter and repeated to complete 3 trials. After that, I stretched the rubber band again 2 cm backward by this time, and then I held it. I followed procedure number 2 and then repeated the same procedure for 0.010 kg marble. Okay, so yung dependent variable ng experiment na to is the time that it takes the varied weights of marble to reach 0.2500 meter from releasing on either 1 cm stretch rubber band or on 2 cm backward stretch rubber band. The dependent variable is the mass of the marble and the qualitative force applied from stretching the rubber band 1 cm backward and 2 cm backward. Also, the control variable is the distance the marble is set to reach, which is 0.2500 meter to keep track of time. Alright mga ka-divers, so ito na nga yung calculated and recorded data natin from the experiment. So this is table 1.1, data from stretching the rubber band 1 cm backward. So andito na yung number of trials natin, yung mass na ginamit natin, yung x, yan na yung controlled variable natin, at saka yung t, that is already the time. So yung average time, yung average acceleration, average force, andyan na rin. So later nga pala, doon sa summary table, doon na natin i-analyze kung ano yung relationship ng mass, ng force, and ng acceleration. This is data table 1.2, data from stretching the rubber band 2 cm backward. Okay, so ito na yung data table 2.1 natin. Kung mapapansin nyo, iba na yung mass na ginamit natin, which is 0.0190 kg na. And then this is from stretching the rubber band 1 cm backward. So ito naman, table 2.2, that is from stretching the rubber band 2 cm backward with mass 0.0190 kg. Para sa mga nagko-confuse pa rin dyan regarding sa procedure, bali ganito nga yung ginawa ko. Gumamit ako ng dalawang marbles na may magkaibang timbang. Yung isa, 0.0280 kg, and then yung isa naman ay 0.0190 kg. And then yung qualitative force na ginamit ko ay by stretching the rubber band 1 cm backward and 2 cm backward. So yung una kong ginawa, nilagay ko muna itong 0.280 kg marble right in front of the 1 cm stretch rubber band, and then nirelease ko. So, bale, yun na yung first record ko for the first trial, and then ginawa ko siya for 3 trials actually. So, same procedure is also applied nung stretch ko yung rubber band 2 cm backward, and nilagay ko yung 0.280 kg marble right in front of it, and then release it. Ginawa ko rin siya for 3 trials. And then same is also applied with the lesser weight marble, which is 0.0190 kg. From the release of the marble with the application of the qualitative force by stretching the rubber band 1 cm backward or 2 cm backward, yung distance na dapat marating ng ating marble ay 0.2500 meter. So, naglagay nga tayo ng book, kagaya ng indicated doon sa procedure, para ma-stop yung marble doon or makikita talaga natin kung saan sa nag-stop and then ma-record natin yung time. So, given yung time, given yung distance na dapat marating, and then given yung mass ng marble, we can calculate for the average acceleration for each set of trial and then also with the average force. Okay, so this is table 3, summary of recorded and calculated average time, acceleration, and force from the second law of motion. So, hindi na ako mag-further dito, but this is a summary of those table presented earlier, yung mga averages doon, yun yung nilagay ko sa summary table na ito. So, kayo na yung bahalang mag-analyze or mag-interpret on your own, kasi nandiyan naman, very evident naman dyan yung mga pagbabasayahan ninyo. So, for our conclusion, no, the greater the mass, the more time it will going to take to reach 0.2500 meter. Ibig sabihin, mahina yung acceleration niya. And that means na yung force na ginamit natin by stretching the rubber band 1 cm and 2 cm backward are actually of lesser effect to 0.0280 kg marble. Furthermore, the lesser the mass of an object, the faster it will going to reach 0.2500 meter. Ibig sabihin, faster yung acceleration, and thus, yung force na ginamit natin kanina, which is stretching the rubber band 1 cm and 2 cm backward, is of greater effect to 0.0190 kg marble than to 0.0280 kg marble. So, yun yung conclusion ko for this experiment. So, ayun, nasagot ko naman siguro yung objective ng experiment na to. If you want to have the same experiment also, you can. And then, if may makita kayo rito mga mali, you do some changes on your paper then. And then, yun lang. So, maraming salamat sa panonood at pakikinig mga ka-divers.